Welcome to Coffee Chat with Lezlee, Liljenberg, Kimberly Harper, and Chris might join us today. We don't know. She's crazy busy quoting business, closing business. Yeah, it's an exciting time. We really are having a good time. We've kind of kicked off another year, and we've got some cold weather here in Arlington, Texas today. But you know, I wanted to talk about one of the last segments we brought up. Claims counseling, and you know, I think that is something in our agency that we do exceptional. And it can sometimes people are like, "What? You're trying to tell me I can't file a claim?" And that's not it at all, is it?
No.
So, what's an example of a claims like where we would counsel somebody through a claim and what we might advise them to do?
Well, anytime someone calls a claim, we always make sure everyone's okay. Anything we can do to assist them initially. I know there's been instances where we can try and get out tow trucks for them or try to help get them off the roads. I mean, I think are doing, really excellent job at trying to help assist our customers. But then just trying to make sure, what caused the damage, what is the loss, where is it covered under their policy, how much is their deductible.
Is it covered under their policy?
Covered?
Right.
Making sure they understand what the deductible amount is, what that means as far as what they're responsible for, making sure they have a reputable company to help them with the loss, holding their hand through the process. It's scary when you have a claim.
Exactly, because they don't have all the answers, and sometimes we don't either. We have to call the experts,
well,
and
we can find out.
That's our claims people, and sometimes our underwriters, and that's we do the internal work, but that's the great thing when you're with a large carrier. I'll say our friends at State Farm, Farmers, Allstate, Nationwide. I mean, that's the Liberty Mutual. I'll throw them in there. But that's the thing about being with a large company, because the agent has somebody to go to, and that's really important. Why you want to look at A+ rated companies, from my standpoint. Chris is coming in. I think the great thing about her coming in and joining us here too is, Chris is. So we're talking about claims counseling.
Okay.
And so why do we do that? Why? I started this 13 years ago. Amazingly, when I started the agency, nobody really did that. My thing was, I really could not stand seeing customers have zero paid out claims.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And it was very difficult for me to win business in those cases, win that business, because the person had called in to get help, and the agent was asking a question. Other agency was throwing a claim, and they'd have 6 zero paid out claims.
Right, and they were just questions.
It frustrated me.
Oh my gosh.
So I really took a different tactic in my agency.
Right.
It's not always helpful for me. Sometimes we still lose customers based on rate only. But you've been with me a long time, so what do you see the benefit and why we do true claims counseling?
I think it's a great customer experience. Yeah. It's a great customer service experience. It helps them understand the process better. That way it's not, they're not blindly going into it. They don't call us and say, "Oh, give them the 800 number."
Right.
Well, they call the 800 number and immediately they file the claim.
Because they have to.
Right, by law they have to. And you call us, and we'll find out the answers. We'll ask the questions. We'll get the information. Is this covered? Is this not covered? What's your deductible? Does it meet your deductible? And I just think it's a great customer service experience. It keeps them from having those zero paid out claims.
Yeah.
And it keeps the rates lower.
Right.
I mean, it's helped with the rate. Helps with the rating process.
Because again, we've talked in other segments about they always think, I'm going to file a claim, my rates are going up. That isn't necessarily always the truth.
Right.
But if you have a lot of those little bitty things going on,
it's a factor.
The number of incidences is going to eventually affect you.
Right.
So they may want to work with the person that they hit. Maybe it's a small parking lot incident, and they may want to help. They may want to pay for it themselves rather than file a claim, right?
Well, and then like you were talking about too, again, walking them through it, making sure they get the information. Yeah. When Alex, my son, was in an accident, rear-ended somebody on the interstate because we were rescuing dogs.
That's a whole nother story, audience.
He didn't get the guy's information.
Right.
And I work for Allstate, and he didn't know to get the information. He thought it was my fault. I hit him. I need to give him my information. I don't need to get his.
always need to get.
Right.
Everybody
For
needs to exchange
$700,
information.
I would have paid out of pocket.
Yes.
So I think it was
Yeah.
like $753.
Yeah.
And the guy was super nice to him.
Driver's
I mean,
license, tags, the plates, and
yeah.
insurance information. We recommend
Right.
you get all of that because sadly enough, someone can hand you an insurance card and you get back to file the claim and they don't have insurance
Right.
after all. So
so walking them through the experience. I mean, like,
getting an estimate.
Right.
Getting an estimate. We're the biggest thing is if you're with an agent that will not claims counsel you, I recommend you get another agent.
right,
So because they should be helping you with that.
absolutely.
That's what an agent's
All
for.
right, I gotta go.
All right. Again,
Bye.
Sarah, thanks. Thank you for joining us on Coffee Chat. And these things are just really important in the insurance industry. So we appreciate you joining us. See you next week.